Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to some Assemblage Required video, which means I'm using some products from the someassemblagerequired.com shop. It's also Series 20 of 30 Days of Sketches. The sketch I'm using is by Allie's Space to Craft, and this was actually the sketch for day 1. And I am just playing along here and there as I can. I've been a little bit light on doing videos lately. Partially due to a class that MK and I are teaching that is taking a lot of my focus, as well as a shoulder injury. So it is what it is, and I'm just doing the best I can. The papers that I chose were actually papers that were left over in one of the kits that we built during my class, the class that MK and I are teaching, which is called Kit It Up. And we only have a few more sessions left on that, but I thought I would use the leftovers from this particular kit. Rather than putting them back in my stash, I would create a layout with them. So I have some Chamel papers. The blue and red and chevron paper are all from Chamel. They're from the red and the chevron are actually the same paper. It's just the back and the front. Those are from Go Now Go, and the blue one is I think from Field Trip. Maybe it's either Field Trip or the Outdoors one. Oh my gosh, why can I not think of the name of it? Anyway, it is also paired up with a piece of paper from I don't remember if it was the photo player, the Echo Park pack that I pulled out, but it is this Camp Rules piece, and it is from a cut apart sheet. And that was actually what kind of drew me to doing this particular layout. I really liked that piece, and I thought it went really well with that chevron. So those were the two starting points for this particular layout. I had to go and find some camping photos that I thought would work well with it. I have some photos of the little guy that I take care of, one of his sisters and his mom, here on the layout. And this is from their camping trip last summer. I sound like him. Everything was last week, but it was last summer. And I don't have a ton of photos from it. This is actually all that I have that she had sent me while they were away. And so I went ahead and decided to go ahead and document those, but I thought the papers went well together. And then I do have quite a bit of camping or outdoor adventure type of wood veneer pieces from MK's shop. I really love the little boy with the pail. Even though he's not fishing in the photograph, he is checking out the ducks or geese, or a combination thereof. So I thought that would work well. I've got a couple of pieces down below on the right hand side. The two oval pieces were in one pack, and the square or rectangle piece was in a different pack. And I can't be certain off the top of my head if these were all, let's see here. These actually, I think were from June of 2024. Now, it doesn't mean you can't still get them in the shop, because a lot of times MK has stuff in the shop from back then. And so if they are available, I will put links down below for you so you can go and check that out. I am actually going to pull in one additional piece that is a set of leaves, and so I will add that as well into the link list down below. So the leaf set that I'm using for the dies, however, are from All and Create. It is set number 54, called Rustling Retreat. And so I just ran those through my Stampin' Up! Die cut machine, which it took me a couple of runs because I'm really trying to use this plate until it completely cracks. It is more than 3/4 of the way through the plate, and I think that's why it wasn't cutting perfectly. So I did eventually switch to my brand new plates because, you know, when you're 3/4 of a way through a plate cracking, you can't expect the best results. But I've been really just trying to use it as much as possible until it dies and can't be used at all. I figured why bust into a new pack of plates if I don't have to. But you know, I also don't trust this plate. So if I if I am not at home and I'm taking it with me, the new plates go along as well, because I don't trust that this plate's going to cut. But anyway, I went ahead and cut a bunch of those just to layer up behind my wood veneer pieces to give them all a little bit more pop, to also play off of the greens that are in the photos. This is just it's still a similar color of green as to what's in the paper, the 4x6 paper and the chevron. It's just a different hue, like a lighter shade of it, maybe a little bit more on brighter maybe. So it does play well with that. It also goes great with the greens that are in the photos, like I mentioned. And so those are what I decided to use. And it was just green out of my stash. It's an old Bella Boulevard paper from their Family Forever collection. So then I did pull out a few tickets from 49 and Market. I pulled out this navy blue and a bright green. And I am going, that's not the bright green I'm going to be using. I did not like that one, so I pulled out the even brighter green, just playing more on the same greens that I've got going on, just brighter hues of it. And then I am just going to go ahead and layer those up. I will be adding a label because I did not put a title on this. First of all, I wanted to confirm with their mom what the name of the place is. I believe I do know the name of it, but I didn't want to commit to it and have to tear apart the layout. And then I thought, you know what? I can just add a label and she can write in the details of it. I don't necessarily have to have the name super big in their album. And I think that's going to be totally okay. So that was my thinking. So I'm going to definitely add another label to this right-hand side above this cluster so that she can do that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and peel the backer off of the wood veneer and stick it down, because all of the wood veneer over in the Some Assemblage Required shop is adhesive backed. So you don't have to do anything for that. You do have to peel a masking off of the top of the wood veneer though, because that wood veneer is protected by this masking when it is getting cut by the lasers, so that it doesn't scorch or burn the wood that you are going to see on your layout. So you have to peel it off. The easiest way that I have found is to use some Gorilla Tape and to stick it onto the Gorilla Tape and then peel it back, and it really removes most of the masking right there. You can use tweezers or your fingernail, but some of the pieces have a lot of intricate cuts on them, and therefore the masking is like really tiny little bits, and the Gorilla Tape is just easier. So a couple of options for you in that. I will also put the link down below for series 20 of 30 Days of Sketches, so you can go and check that out. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope that you would consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe as well, and hit the bell so you get notifications when I release a new one. Hopefully that will be sooner than later. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.